All right. So here we have the citizen movement, and it's been taken apart. And the problem with this is the hour hand, the minute and hour hand do not run because the Canon Pinion clutch is bent on the gear, and I'll show you that. That's the Canon Pinion. And that's the gear, the driver gear. And I've already tried to make it better by closing that section there, those bit of metal there, that this goes in between there. Okay, this was bent and it's still bent. You can see here, and I'll have to try to straighten that. And so it's slipping. That's a clutch, and it's slipping. So it's just gone the other way. I'll have to straighten that. So it will, this was opened up that way, and I bent the steel back this way towards from left to right, but it's also got a bend. Why that happened, I'm not sure. If something got stuck there or it got seized up one day, and then when that turned, or which from when you're trying to adjust the minute hand, I mean the time, it would have bent the metal here. So also, it's not a very good movement, because really, so the movement, that's the model 55 11A, is that, it's got plastic gears as well, so, but there's a lot of components there that had to come off, as you can see. That's the second hand wheel there. Plastic gears everywhere. Whether I'm going to be able to fix it, I'm not really sure. But yeah. You can see how small the gear is. It might work. So I put it back in the cleaner. There it is in the cleaner. You can see the debris in the cleaner from another clock that I was fixing. Just blowing the with the air blower to dry it up. That's the Canon Pinion there. I don't think this gears matters which way it goes. So now it's a matter of pressing it in. Over the collar of the Canon Pinion. And I think it's pressed in because it's still slipping. Anyway, I'll have to pause it. Okay, and that off camera I pressed it in. I couldn't do it while it was filming because you wouldn't have been able to see anything. Now whether that's going to hold there, I don't know. But now as you can see, it's attached to the Canon Pinion. Okay, so I've put some oil there. Okay, there you go. You see the Swiss made tweezers? How accurate they are? Okay, so I took the metal off. Now I have to put it back. This also seems like it's been bent. Just let me get the gear out. This connects to the battery and it doesn't look right. Looks like it's twisted. Okay, it just doesn't look right. I maybe forgot a gear. Okay, and the gear that I forgot was this gear here. Okay, that drives the Canon Pinion for the setting. So the way it was, it couldn't have been set or move the hour hand. Okay, so that's that. Now start again. I have to put this back. Better use the good tweezers. That is job. Motor back. There we go. Okay, so we'll start again with putting the gears back. It is of course upside down. The third wheel, so the second hand wheel is next. Okay, the bridge is next. Okay, that fits a bit better now. So let's try the screws. I've got to constantly take off my glasses, put the glasses back on so I can look through the microscope. It's still an issue when your eyes are no good. These of course are self-tapping screws because, hey, let me get a better screwdriver for that size. It's going into the Plastic. For some reason, this screw fits tight. I'll bring this closer so I can see the pivots, and they all seem all lined up. And you can see that the pivots are in the hole. You can see one there, and there it is. Also can see some rubbish there, a bit of hair, or doesn't matter how much you try to clean in a home environment. Not very good for these watches, for any watch. So right, so there it is upside down. So I'm going to put the rest of the screws. Okay. First screw. This screw's gone a bit better. I have a feeling maybe it was a bit, the other screw maybe didn't go in right. But that's what happens with self-tapping screws in plastic. Okay, so no, it's not. Oh, okay. Magnetic field. And the watch holder's not holding the watch anymore, so that's moving about. This goes in good too. So I think it, unfortunately, the other screw might have got cross-threaded a little bit. You see why the movements, it's easier to change the movement than doing what I'm doing. So now I'm gonna have to work out how the bottom part went together, because I pulled it off and I didn't really take that much notice how it was. Okay. That doesn't seem right. It's sort of more like it like that. Of course, there's a few gears that needs to go on first, like the gear, which I think somebody have put super glue on the hour gear thinking that it was slipping on the minute hand, on the hour hand, when in fact it was the Canon pinion that was slipping. Out of the way for now, and we'll place. In actual fact, what I'm going to do is not that I think it needs it. I'm going to put a little bit of quartz oil. Plastic. Okay. No. Let's see what else I have to put there. Okay, so I have started to put this back. Okay. I had to pause it because I had to work out a few things. I haven't done this before. So everything is just by calculations of what I can see, how it should be. Okay, I'm assuming this goes something like this. Okay, but there's the lever that is not engaged yet, and so I better engage that now. Move this out of the way. As you see, it doesn't take much for things to come off. Trying to hold the movement in. Okay. So we engaged this lever here, just done that now, which of course wasn't showing. And it came off. As it doesn't need much for things to be out of sync. Let's see if I could do it again. Hold the calendar down. Okay. And I could see that it disengaged again. Let's get another screw. See if we can. edge. Okay, now before we start tightening things, of course, if they get this back in place. And get the calendar engaged again. Get that screw out of the way. Yeah, that's better. This could be wrong what I'm doing here. I'm not really sure if this lever is in the right spot. It doesn't look like it is. Doesn't look like it is. So I'm doing something wrong here. I think that doesn't go there. So after all, I'm going to have to take the plate off and work out where that needs to go. This doesn't look right here. Doesn't look right. You know what? This might. Could it be under? No, there's no room to go under. Let's try a different maneuver. I think this goes this way. That's better. Okay. I think that is more like it. I'm not sure what this is. Stay. I don't know. We'll see. It looks easy, but it's when you haven't done it before, it becomes hard. This camera on the microscope is not very good. I cannot, that's the widest view I can get, you believe it? One more screw. Okay, and that goes here. There you go. Sometimes that's how you have to do it, is drag the screw and let it push it over so it drops in. And better than grabbing it with the tweezers, sometimes it could fly off. Okay, now let's see if I can move the calendar, adjust the calendar. That's the time. Now, for some reason, it's not letting me adjust the calendar by itself. It tells me that something's not right. Yeah, this had an issue. I don't know if it's got see, I'm turning and I cannot adjust the calendar. Could there be a gear missing somewhere there? It's supposed to be a cam and it will flick it. See, there. But why when I turn this, when I'm turning this, nothing happens? I cannot really be... I have a feeling somebody lost something there, because I think somebody tried to fix this before. Unless something is worn. I thought that was going to engage that gear before. Yeah, that's to adjust the calendar. See, there. It's a cam. See? But when I turn, this will turn, of course, with the time. Now I've got a nice tight fit on the Canon Pinion, so it should work for now. Here looks like somebody put super glue. I don't know if you could see. I reckon someone did take this apart, and you can see there that super glue on the hour hand. That's super glue. That's glue. Try to blow it off. And I reckon I'm gonna, just for the interest, I'm gonna take this plate back off. I'm gonna see why the calendar doesn't adjust anymore. Which it's this, before I took it apart, it had that issue already. So I should have, because I haven't taken this something like this apart before, I haven't noticed the issue. I mean, I haven't noticed the issue before I took it apart, but because I was trying to work out how this goes together, I forgot about that wasn't working. So okay. Let's put the screws back. So second click, this gear, when I turn, I see what's happening. The I see. The gear, this one. Okay. So if I remove this, just to show you, this gear here is the problem. This gear is worn off the stem. When I turn the stem, see, I thought it was turning. You can see it turning there. But if I put pressure on it, then it doesn't turn. So that must be worn. It's not engaging on the stem. I see. But that's what you get with plastic. So that should have a square inside, and for some reason that is worn. Either something got tight originally, that's how that Canon Pinion started the problem. I cannot really fix that now. I'm not going to be taking that gear apart and the whole thing apart there, because so that's the problem why I can't adjust the calendar. Okay, at least I've worked it out. So that gear does not engage, yeah. So I don't think the stem is worn because that's steel. It's the gear is worn. Okay, so I'll put this back. Now I know what's going on. Okay, live and learn. Okay, so now I'll have to take this bridge back off because I forgot the main thing. I forgot the actual circuit board and the chip. So I forgot to put it on, believe it or not. Okay. So let's remove the bridge again. And I don't think it's any point trying to get that show that calendar wheel, because it will be worn and I don't have one like it, so I'm not going to be taking it off just to show, because I will struggle to put everything back again, and I'm sick of struggling. Okay, so that's that. And now back with the bridge. So this I already took it off 3 times because I wasn't sure of what I'm doing exactly. Just give it a blow up. Okay. Getting it, turning the clock around, the watch around. Try to get it back under the camera. So the watch has been put back together, all the screws and a new battery has been fitted, and as you can see, okay, The watch is working, and it's working perfectly. The only thing wrong with it is you cannot adjust the calendar by the stem. So that wheel that sits behind the castle wheel, it's got a keyway, which is a square keyway, that the stem goes through it, but that square keyway, being a plastic gear, is worn out. So whoever had this watch before, something happened with that, either something got seized up or and worn out the gear, or just maybe normal wear and tear, not really sure. But I won't be changing that gear. I don't think I could buy that anyway. So I've put the watch anyway back together, and the minute and hour hand and the second hand has been fitted back, and as you can see, it's working okay. So that's the end of the video, and thank you for watching.